Hello, Sonia Sanchez here. Welcome to The Sonia Show. In a news exclusive, I've learned the brigades have recently attacked 2 officers transferring a prisoner. The brigades overwhelmed the officers during a refueling stop and released the prisoners. Here tonight is Officer Green, who fortunately survived this brutal attack. Officer Green, can you tell us what happened?
Well, me and Officer Thompson were refueling on our way to a more secure facility when we were suddenly attacked by at least 10 brigades.
Terrible.
These brigades, they're just violent criminals.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Yeah, if anyone knows anything about the people who did this, or have seen these fugitives, call the Sonia hotline or your local authorities at once.
Thank you, Officer Green. Now let's take a moment to look at the latest candidate polls. Looks like Tyrak is still the preferred candidate. Tyrak, working against voter registration fraud, is fighting hard against his opponents. Nation, he deserves your full support. As you know, The Sonia Show is very concerned about our youth who continue to mysteriously disappear. Let's view today's Missing Teen Report. Remember, if you have any information, please call the Sonia hotline. Take a good hard look. And
on your travels, have you met a woman named Sonia?
You'd know if you had. She's only the prettiest flower in all of Petria.
Sharp as a tack, too. But now, some troubling news. Sonia is in danger. Someone wants to end sweet Sonia's life.
Our plan is to stop this would-be killer.
Before they kill Sonia.
Yeah, before.
Our hunch is the psycho is a taxi driver. Yeah, we do. And on a variety of subjects.
Taxi driver? That would make sense. What doesn't stand is why the kid's in the sidecar. It being in the shape it is.
You've gone and scared the kid, Mitch.
Didn't I? Oh, shoot.
Ask us a question if you'd like. Could take your mind off your fear. Unfortunately, due to our priors, this is an impossibility.
Yeah, if you got a criminal record, you can't vote, kid.
But what about you?
That's nice.
Long as you lean into the turns. Just move left and right. Give it a whirl.
Not bad! That's nothing.
Get on up here, little lady. Don't be scared.
Go on, then! What do you think, kid?
Yeah, what do you think?
Stand and bitch and the kid!
A taxi driver,
Could
Stan.
be Sonia's would-be killer! Kid, get back in the sidecar and help us catch that cat!
Stan, we needs to go faster.
Like I didn't know, Mitch!
He's getting away.
Sonia, we will take you!
The taxi stopped.
Could be a trap. Show this driver the beast, Mitch!
With pleasure.
Here we go. This ought to be good. So, kid, did you get a look at the driver? That's my recollection, too. Wait until Mitch gets his hands on this creep. What the? Why is he coming back?
Oh, nice person. People like that don't deserve engine trouble.
He's leaving!
That wasn't the would-be killer, Stan. Way too nice.
You let Sonia's would-be killer go, Mitch!
I did not. Besides, I didn't see you get off the bike. You was scared.
I was not scared!
Kid's right. Let's look on the bright side. We're getting closer.
We are. We almost got that psycho this time.
Stan
and
Mitch! What do you want to do now, little lady?
Suit yourself, kid.
Mama Bear.
Goddamn cop. Mama Bear. Hey, you're not my Mama Bear. You're just some hitchhiking teen. No. I had a date with Mama Bear, but she's police. So I didn't show. I screwed up. And then I got real drunk. No, I can't, young cub. You're looking at Petrie as most wanted criminal. I can never be with Mama Bear. Damn! Not even Papa Bear can move this rock. Wait. Nope. Impossible. Come over here. Hey! You see those rocks ahead? It looks like the border gate, don't it? Goddamn peak collapse. Took Connie away from me. Well, of course not. Mama Bear's real name is... I don't know. Come on! Race you up the hill! Up faster than the wind! Jesus! My knees! You'll never catch me! I'll run like the wind! Fast and effortlessly! Oh, my knees! The pain is excruciating! Oh! Oh! You win! But only because I'm a tad out of shape. A soccer ball. Uh-oh. You've entered the danger zone now. All right, young blood. You got 5 kicks. In high school, my nickname was The Wall. So you know. They should call you Jello Foot. 4 kicks left now. Oh, I don't think you're Olympic squad material. 3 kicks left. Hell yeah! The wall, baby! You only got 2 kicks left. Better make them good. Hell yeah! The wall, baby! 1 kick left. I want to see your best, young blood. Lucky. That one went through where my fingers used to be. Decent score. But if the wall was sober, you'd have a big, fat 0. Ooh, Jesus. I'm beat. Come on, let's sit over here. Well, it started for a good reason. But now, I'm afraid things are getting too radical. What do you think?
everything the government said we did. Believe me. I do, young blood. Thanks. Sorry about all that before. It's just this whole thing with Mama Bear has brought up the past. And Connie. Well, Connie was the love of my life. But she died 10 years ago in the peak collapse. She was my everything, young blood. You should have seen her. Well, she was young and committed, like me. We were in the brigades together. And beautiful. So goddamn beautiful. Oh, I'll miss her for the rest of my days. I appreciate that, young blood. Oh, she is. That voice, whew. And she's tough. Tougher than I'll ever be. But kind and funny, too. Cause Mama Bear is the popo, young blood. And I'm a Black Brigade carrying around an illegal radio transmitter. It's not exactly meant to be. That it is, young blood. That it is. Shoot. I do. I really think I do. Yeah. Hey, you're pretty wise for a snot-nosed teen. You know that? Maybe you should do one of those dating advice radio shows. Sounds good, young blood. Now, if it's all right with you, I think I'm just gonna sit here a while and enjoy the view. Be safe out there. And if love comes your way, you grab it. Understand me?
Luxurious limo. You're wondering why I've given you a ride. I gave you a ride because I know your secret. That you're my biggest fan. Oh, don't deny it, Gumdrop. Well, it's written all over you. Now relax. You must be exhausted from being on the road. There's a normal-sized remote to your left. See it? Everything you ever wanted can be accessed by pressing one of its normal-sized buttons. Go on.
What can I do for you, Sonia?
It's all right. Nothing, Adam. Just do your job, would you?
This is my job, Sonia. Sure you don't need anything?
Yes, I'm sure, Adam. Bye! Oh, hi. Now, I'm just gonna grab the normal size remote on this side and... Oh, look at that! That's what rich people call a sunroof. Now go on, climb up there. Yep. Do me a favor and grab one of those fan letters beside you. Don't like to touch them much myself. What's it say? Oh, I see. Put on the pile labeled Death Threats. Comes with the territory of being rich and famous, I guess. That's why I got Adam, my bodyguard and driver. As irritating as he is.
Do you want me to turn the audio off, Sonia?
Yeah! It's a question I ask myself all the time, believe me. But whoever it is, they won't do nothing. I've been getting letters for 10 years, Snookums. Yet here I still am.
Sonia?
What is it, Adam? Kinda having a moment here with my biggest fan.
It's time.
For the Sonia show, of course. I never miss it. Now park those buns over. We say it's live, but that'd be way too hard. Rebel attacks have been on the upswing lately. Fortunately, President Tyrak is making sure every citizen remains safe. And now for today's missing teen report. Unfortunately, we have additional teens. And blah, 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 blah. You can ask me anything you want. You know that, right? I'm here for you. Well, you can't deny they killed hundreds in 86. Yeah, the world is more complicated than you think, sugar. Wait, you feel that? We're slowing down. Ring Adam for me, would you?
Yes, Sonia?
It wasn't me who rang, Adam. So stupid. It was my biggest fan.
Yes, Sonia's biggest fan? We're pulling into a security checkpoint. Looks like there's another protest.
And to think this was once a nice totalitarian nation. More and more. It's this upcoming election. It's giving people, oh, what's that word? Hope?
You suck, Sonia!
They think my station is owned and operated by the state, which it's not. I mean, not 100%. Here come the police. This party is about to blow up. Hey, get out of my way! Yeah, you, loser! Get out of my way! Hey, get out of here, loser!
Sonia, please get back in the limo.
Like a Black Brigade, sweetie. Uh-oh, they have rocks again.
second strike, Snookums. Uh-oh! Police is blowing this party up! Oh, yeah! This thing is built like a tank. I had it specially made for situations just like this. You're starting to annoy me, honey bun. You're in my limo. Remember that.
Here comes our escort, Sonya.
Finally! So long, losers. Well, we made it. Not that there was ever any doubt. Exciting, no? I'm joking, sweetie. But I'm not when I say I want you out of my limo. I thought you were my biggest fan. Adam! Drop this loser off.
Yes, Sonya.
So long, kid.
Tell me what to do, Brigade. I'm the one doing the talking. Understand? I knew you'd come back to your van. No, but you come here sometimes. You and your brigade friends. What did I say? Now, get in your filthy van and find me a light. I feel like having a smoke. Did you find a light yet? Found those easily, didn't you? I knew that was your van. Now we're gonna play a little game. It's called Hot and Cold. I used to play it with my daughter. Tick-tock, the game has started. Call. 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 You're burning up. You're burning up. You're burning up. You're on fire. That's a good brigade. Now, I have a surprise for you. You like surprises, right? Grab the can. Good. Now, put gas on everything in the van. Everything. We're gonna watch it burn. That's the surprise. Your surprise is. That means it's a good surprise. The surprise is we're gonna burn the van with you in it. Don't lie to me. If you're not one now, you will be. I can tell. You're just stalling. Go! But tell the other brigades I'm coming for them! For what they did to Lola! Go! And remember, tell them!
Quick, take his money!
Can I help you? Oh no, she's back. Just act cool, okay?
Sorry to interrupt. Mind if I have a word with you, kid? I'll explain everything in my room.
How's it looking, Fanny?
Almost ready. I'm on the trail of the brigade transmitter. Heard about it? The brigades have a transmitter they're using to broadcast anti-Tyrek propaganda. Naturally, it's highly illegal. These guys are terrorists, you know? I believe the person moving it frequents this motel. In fact, I think he or she was here last Sunday. I do, yeah. The guests here don't talk to cops. Truth is, I think some of them are brigades. I don't know exactly. Maybe the clerk back there. To be transparent with you, the brigades tried to kill me not long ago, and I'd really like to bust up their comms. Look, there's a little money in it for you if you help me. I know you could use it. Now, come on. Everything you need is on the wall. Take it. Here's how it's gonna work. Those are sketches of the perp we think is moving the transmitter. Talk to the guests and scribble out the ones that don't match. Come back when you've narrowed them down. Got it? Got any more questions before we begin? Anything at all? They don't bother me unless it gets violent. Well, make sure you get registered. Okay, let's get going. You're done already. Come back later.
Hello? What can I do for you? I was, yes. Yes, I remember him well, in fact. He was handsome. A big man with short hair, large hands, strong hands. You don't have his number, do you? Here tomorrow, if you find that number.
Yeah, just a sec. Took your sweet time. Hey, where's my salad? I was. Oh yeah, I tried avoiding it.
He frightened me. He was the same age as me, and I don't consider myself old. You don't think I'm old, do you? The key is salad. Lots and lots of salad. Well, guess I'll keep waiting for my salad. And go Flores! Coming. Feeling a little down? I can help with that. I was, yeah. Why? Let me think. Yeah, there was a guy. I didn't talk to him. Seemed like he wasn't the kind for chit-chat. Oh, had a squarish face, real macho. Know what I mean? There. Does that help? Later.
Hey, I know what you're doing. Oh, you've crossed out all the portraits? Then forget everything I've just said.
Get in here, quick! This a joke, kid? You crossed out every single sketch. I knew this was a bad idea. What do you mean, what will happen? Prison. This person plays an important role in a terrorist organization. We don't take that lightly.
You there, Ex-Mom?
Hold on. I gotta take this.
Ex-Mom, I just sold the game I made.
That's wonderful, baby. You're still being careful out there, right?
Don't start, please.
Sorry. So, how is your search going?
My search? Oh, really well. Yeah, I'm finding out a lot about my bio parents. They were, really impressive people. Smart, kind. I think I'm a lot like them.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it. You are smart and kind.
Look, I gotta go. I'll call you soon, okay?
Take care of yourself, honey.
I will. Bye.
Bye. What was all that racket? How people ever get any R&R in places like this is beyond me. Well, thanks for your help, but I gotta clean up here. Say, have I seen you someplace before? Anyway, take this. It's not a lot, but you deserve it. For your help. Take care of yourself, okay? The roads can be mean.
To my dope ride. Homegirl, driving is a state of mind, and I'm on a higher plane of consciousness. Oh, hell no! say something, homegirl. Don't be one of those weirdo silent writers. They fight for what they believe in. I can respect that. People say they caused the peak to collapse, but I think that's BS. You? Sometimes you gotta be radical. Especially when you're living in a dictatorship. Dang. I think that's ex-mom. Yeah, she adopted me when I was 4, then treated me real well, but homie needed to make a change. Yeah, my life's real complicated. She told me my bio parents were brigades. She knew that, but she never said nothing for 10 years. I know, right? So, that's why she's ex-mom. And that's why I ran away, and I'm on the road.
Alex? Alex? Help! Please!
Me too. But it could be some kind of trick. Ex-mom is cunning, yo. Check the scanner at your feet.
Alex? Are you there? Can you hear me? Alex, come in. Alex, you there? Alex. I need your help.
Right there, yo. What you want, ex-mom?
Oh, thank God. Baby, we got a call. The bank near our home's being robbed. I know things aren't great between us right now, but I need you to do your thing and access his cameras and tell me what you see.
Fine. I'll help you with my super dope tech. But that's the last time, woman.
Thank you, baby.
Big Dog is not a baby. I'm gifted, but I can't do everything. You gotta get in the back. Yeah, I'm in the intel game, yo. Big Brother is watching us, so I'm watching Big Brother. Tweak the antennas to make the image clearer, and tell me what you see. Ex-mom, give us a sec. I'm driving and homegirl is in the back.
You're what?
Yo, chill. We see 2 burglars, ex-ma. Male.
Got it. You see any hostages?
Zero hostages, ex-ma.
Good. Anything else?
And homegirl says they're kinda dumb.
Not these guys again. Okay, I'll relay all of this. Thank you, baby.
Yo, I'm a bit tongue-tied with ex-ma. Got any advice? Look, I'll call you soon, okay?
Okay, baby. Sounds good. Alex.
Yeah?
You know I love you, right?
Yeah. I know. Bye, ex-mom. Sorry you had to see that, homegirl. Yeah, I could. When I know more about my bio parents. Life, it's complicated. Especially when you're 14 and a genius. Anyway, thanks for helping me and ex-ma back there. Look at us, man. 2 teenagers on the road of life. Cool.
inside so long. I've lost sight of right and wrong. When you left an open door, I couldn't help but explore. So I took off with no plan, thinking I could find a friend, saying hi and shaking hands. I hope this moment never ends. It feels so good out on the road and on my own, waking up, no strings attached, no looking back, from ocean waves to desert skies and summer nights. I know the road is my home. That's what it feels like to be free, chasing butterflies and floating on the breeze. I got no doors, I need no keys. Another world to be seen. It feels so good out on the road and on my own, waking up, no strings attached, no looking back, from ocean waves to desert skies and summer nights. I know the road is my home. Feels so good. Feels so good. I know the road is my home. Feels so good. Feels so good. I know the road is my home.
Just that it's gonna be big. Real big. I know a lot of people are gonna be there. Something's gonna go down.
Hey, get down. Backpack, dirty, smelly. I take it you're looking for the cave. Ha, as if you don't know. Follow me. We need to get away from the road. I know where the cave is. At least, I think I do. My name's Zoe. I don't know about you, but I've had a pretty intense journey to get here. Tough, but good.
I've lost sight of right and wrong.
All I'll say is, after everything, I'm a different person, and that's good. Believe me, I want to help people now, not just myself.
So I took off with no plan, thinking I could find a friend, saying hi, shaking hands. I hope this moment never ends. It feels so good on the road and on my...
See the waterfall over there? That's where we're headed.
Streams attached, no looking back from ocean waves to desert skies and summer nights. I know the road is my home. It's what it feels like to be free.
Wow, look at this view.
Chasing butterflies and floating on the breeze. I got no doors, I need no keys. Another one to be seen.
Despite everything that's wrong here, there's still so much beauty.
On the road, I'm on my own, breaking down. Strings attached, no looking back from ocean waves to desert skies and summer nights. I know.
Just a sec. I want to try something. Echo! Echo! I know, cheesy, but I've always wanted to do that. You must have had some pretty amazing adventures yourself. Yeah, I totally understand. Some are too painful to talk about. But these experiences, they've made us stronger. I'm not a masochist, but I'm thankful for them. The cave should be just up there. Again, I think. Follow me! The radio was right. I can't believe this place really exists. It's so cool. You're a moderate. I can get down with that, at least on certain issues. Come on, let's check it out. Look, someone left their things behind. It's somebody's journal. A man and his son were traveling together. This cave isn't only used by teens. He was frightened they wouldn't make it. Me too. This country has ruined so many lives. Come on, let's go back and start a fire. It's cold in here. Grab some sticks, and we'll need a light. Know how to start a fire? If we can start one, we should be warm and toasty in no time. Yeah. Sorry. Look, can I tell you something? You know how earlier I said I wanted to help people? Well, this is how I'm gonna do it. Classified government documents showing the brigades didn't cause the collapse in '86, like everyone says. Tyrak. Mount National was rigged with explosives to prevent avalanches, like every other year. When the brigades tried to take Tyrak out, he triggered the explosion. Let's just say, my dad has a very important position in the government. The brigades are gonna help me reach the other side. When I get to the border, they'll send me a signal. And when I cross, if I cross, I'll share this with every foreign news outlet I can. Oh, if you want, sure. We should probably get some rest then. Getting past security isn't gonna be easy. Tomorrow is the beginning of the end of Tyrak. I hope.
Kept inside so long.
Are you kidding me, man? This Walkman is a piece of junk.
Of right and wrong.
You should be arrested for trying to hawk this.
When you left an open door.
It's you!
I couldn't help.
It's nice to see you. I thought we'd never see each other again. Listen, I hope you're not angry with me about the cave. I was just trying to help you. Really.
Thinking I could find a friend.
Thanks for understanding.
Shaking hands. I hope
there's been a delay, but I might cross tonight. That's why I was trying to buy a Walkman. To hear the signal. Maybe I shouldn't say this here. The brigades are gonna send me a signal telling me when it's right to cross. They could be sending me the signal right now. I need a Walkman. I dropped it in the cave, of course. Come on, let's listen to it in my tent. Follow me.
That's what it feels like to be free. Chasing butterflies and floating on the breeze. I got no doors, I need no keys. Another world.
Beautiful view, huh? Except for that monstrosity in the middle.
It feels so
I remember that very day construction ended. I used to think that was a happy day. Not anymore. Come on, let's go to my tent.
desert skies and summer nights, I know. The road is my home. Feels so good.
Whoa, hold up there, kid.
He's with me, Sean.
Sure, no problem. A friend of Zoe's is a friend of mine.
Sean knows I'm with the brigade. He's cool.
The road is my home.
Look at those trucks lined up to cross. They're selling our resources to the rest of the world. But 99% of our people will never see any of that money. It all goes to Tyrak and his cronies, including my father. So, can I have my Walkman? Put it on 191.9.
This is 191.9, the voice of the brigades. This is your Papa Baby here. Before we begin, a personal message for Z.
This is it.
The rooster will sing 3 times. I repeat, the rooster will sing 3 times.
That was a signal. At 3 in the morning, a truck will crash into the wall. It's a diversion, something to draw security in. That's when we cross. I've been thinking, having someone with me could actually help. Wait, you do want to come with me, right? I didn't even ask. I would totally understand if... Great. Okay then. I know it's not cool, but we should get some sleep. You know, it's gonna be difficult, even with a diversion. This time when you wake up, I'll be there. I promise. And then we'll cross together. Good night.
Truck was a decoy! Truck everywhere!
switch. Maybe downstairs. The ladder's on the other side. It worked! Get up here, quick! Let's go! Get down! It should be the door on the right. Close call. Let's go! Go to the inn. It's the white door. Security's triggered. They'll know we're here as soon as I open this. We'll have 10 seconds to reach the exit once we jump down. Yes, we can, but we have to believe. My hands are shaking. Yeah, do it. Well done.
There they are!
Jump! Run, run!
Security breach!
Go, go! Yes, you might lose your life along the way. But for each person that falls, another rises up. The trick is to keep moving forward.
Hello, Sonia Sanchez here. Welcome to The Sonia Show. On today's show, we'll take a look at our nation's booming oil industry. With the help of our Minister of Oil, we recorded the following. Just a moment. I have some very important news to share. You're kidding me. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go live to our reporter at the wall. Beatrice, can you hear me?
Yes, Sonia. I'm here at the wall where an attack has just happened. With me is Darren, who witnessed the event.
I'm on? Yeah, so I was sleeping in my tent when I heard a bang, like a big explosion, you know. When I got out, I saw a huge fire at the wall.
Do you know what caused the explosion?
I think a truck smashed into it.
That's right, Sonia. A brigade truck crashed into the wall, killing a teenager on the spot.
Nah, you got it wrong. The truck didn't kill the teen. Border Forces did. They're shooting kids all the time. Hey, don't grab my mic.
Uh-oh. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties. Wish I could say I'm surprised the brigades are behind this, but I can't. Thank you for your report, Beatrice. Have no fear. The authorities will ensure nothing like this occurs on Election Day. Remember, I'll be there, live. Now let's take a moment to look at the latest candidate polls. Looks like Tyrak is still the preferred candidate. As we approach Election Day, more and more protests are occurring in our fine country. Don't support the violence. vote for Tyrak. As you know, the Sonia Show is very concerned about our youth who continue to mysteriously disappear. Let's view today's Missing Teen Report. Remember, if you have any information, please call the Sonia hotline.